Good afternoon, everyone. I'm here to do your monthly reading. I'm going to be doing the earth signs and air signs today, so we're going to finish up with those. So I'll be starting with earth signs separately. Today we'll do Capricorn first, but all of these monthly readings will be posted by this afternoon. So for the month of October, since today is the 2nd. The energy that's around us, I've been finding from the readings, the daily reading that I did today, it's very heavy energy. Not necessarily negative, just very heavy. So being aware that that energy is around us because of Mars in retrograde in Aries, and because the full moon was in Aries yesterday, because Saturn came out of its retrograde and is now squaring with squaring with Mars. All of these difficulties, along with the fact that the month of October brings the Mercury retrograde, and Virgos are especially, and Geminis, that's their lead planet, right? That's the planet that they fall under. Every one of the signs has a certain planet, and Mercury retrograde is sometimes tougher on Virgos and Gemini. So we're definitely going to be talking about Virgos as we go along. But this is the Capricorn reading. This is for the Earth sign Capricorn. And every month I do the individual readings. Every week I do the signs. So I would do air sign, earth sign, water, and fire on the weekly basis. And then every day I do a daily reading. I pull one card, which I've already done for everybody, every sign. I always do Reiki at the end of each of my sessions. And then I often come on live in the evening. I'll probably come on around 5 today and kind of pull some cards or talk to some people. And then on Sunday, if you've hit the subscription and the notification button below, you'll be notified when I come on, usually around noonish, maybe a little earlier, to do mediumship readings. So anyone who's on can definitely get messages from your loved ones who will come through. And of course, there is no charge for this channel. I'm just excited to be here and help people. So I hope you'll come and join us. So hit the thumbs up, ask any questions you may have, subscribe, notify my channel and my website, Northern Lights Holistic, or northernlightsholistic.1 is listed below. Feel free to go there if you'd like to get a personal reading or a private reading for any of the a psychic, a mediumship, or an angel card, a tarot card, a life coaching, whatever. And my phone number is there, and we can definitely set that up for you. There's also a PayPal link down below for donations of love if you'd like to help my channel. That I'm extremely grateful for the people that have already reached out and helped. Thank you. It's always a welcome sight to know that people are standing behind you and helping. This is going to turn into a really nice community, which it already is when we get on and do the live. So I'm really happy to be here. So today for the your reading, I'm going to pull a few oracle cards by the Wisdom Oracle deck, which I really love, by Colette Baron Reed. I'm going to pull a few of those up front, and I'm going to use the Gilded Tarot for the tarot deck today, which is by Marchetti and Barbara Moore, the text by Barbara Moore. And I really like this deck. I love the colors. I love the cards for the actual tarot piece of it. So I hope you enjoy it as well. And I'm going to put the camera down so that you can definitely see that I'm shuffling the cards, and we'll get a feel for what's out there. Okay? Let's see what your energies are like. Everybody's kind of in flux with all the news overnight, right? Of everything that's happening, and it's the unknown. It's that Mars and Uranus. It's that surprise that comes to us and that we don't expect, that is coming out right now. And I think it's really important for everybody to stay in their own lane, is what I keep hearing. Stay in their own lane, which is really allowing yourself to feel what it is you feel, knowing it's okay to feel what you feel, but knowing you always have free will. So no matter what the cards are that I pull for the month, Capricorn, and how your month is going to go, you still have the right to use your free will and change any of them. It all depends on you and how you react, right? So we may get energies from somebody that we don't get along really well, or they may be pushing our buttons, but you don't have to react. I mean, a perfect example I have is I was pulling in yesterday to an appointment I had, and there were probably 15 parking spaces that were open around me. So I pulled into one of them, and within seconds there was a woman at my window of my car door, and she was yelling at me, "You took my space, you took my space." And wasn't an assigned space, and I didn't really understand, when there were so many open spaces around, why she would be upset. But that's the kind of energy that's out there now. We're all kind of projecting this fear or this unknown out there, the fear of what's going to happen, the negative energy from Mars being in Aries, etc., the full moon in Aries, that all that resentment and rage. And Mars is the planet of war, so we're going to feel that energy, and that's how she was. But how I reacted, I just said, I hope you have a better day than it's been so far for you. I hope things move in a better direction. She didn't know what to say. She walked away from the car, and that was the end. I could have reacted a different way, and then we probably would have ended up with words or in a fight. But because I chose a different path, and I chose the path to send out love, it kind of stopped her in her tracks and maybe made her rethink things. And so that's what I'm telling you. So depending what the cards show, because we're the day after a full moon, we're a day after manifesting. You can still manifest today, obviously, because the full moon was this morning. But it's all about letting go of things that no longer serve us. Okay, letting go of the things that are standing in the way of us moving forward, and that's what these cards will be all about for the month of October. What can I let go of today on the full moon? What are the things that are not making me happy anymore? Either people or things or work or career or money or whatever. What's not making me happy? So let's pull a few. I'm going to be quiet while I pull the cards, and then we'll go through them, and I'll tell you the cards you got. I'm also pulling a romance card. Besides and this one wants to come out, so I pulled that. And I'm using the Gilded Tarot. I am going to shuffle it. I've shuffled it about 100 times. I'm going to shuffle it again in front of you so you can see how that I've shuffled them nicely. And they're all ready to go for you. The colors are beautiful in this tarot deck. I don't know if you've ever seen this Gilded Tarot, but they're lovely, and I love the messages that I get from them. Psychically, they kind of speak to me. So that's why I chose them to do them for your reading, Capricorn, okay? So let's shuffle and see what we end up with. Okay, if you hear in the background, I have people that are working on the outside of my house, and they have their radio rather loud, so I'm sorry about that. I'll try to, hopefully you'll hear me clearer. So these cards are ready. I'm going to knock on them, and I'm going to bring them to the top. Actually, these need to be on top. Let's see where we end up here with. So I'm going to be quiet while I pull the cards. And remember, this is energy that I'm putting out, that you're putting out, right? This isn't necessarily how you're going to respond to it, okay? The first card I get for you is the Tower card. In this deck, the Tower card is kind of showing us that it's in the hand of our Creator, right? It's our higher power that's bringing the Tower. The Tower doesn't always mean something awful. It means change. There's something unexpected that's coming into your life. There's something, maybe it was the news about Trump and his wife. This morning, but something unexpected has come in for the month, and all your cards are going to be around that, how we can adjust that, how we can look at that, okay? So I just wanted to mention that card was first, and I'm going to start with the cards up, the oracle cards up front. The first card is flexible, and I'm sure all of you, just like me, can get into that position very easily with our whole body bent over like that. But I think the message behind it is to, whatever you hear, whatever you bring in, whatever you get, a 1 and a 9 or 19 might be a number that has some meaning to you, or it equals a 10, which is the end of the road and the beginning of something new. So be flexible with whatever it is that comes in. Okay, I did just mention the Tower. I started because I saw the Tower, so maybe this card applies to that. Just go with the flow. It's not earth-shattering. It's not something horrible. It's just something that you weren't expecting. Okay, the next thing I get is building blocks. So here you are standing on top of everything you've built, right? Card number 28. Again, it's a 10 card. You add the two together, it comes out to a 10, a fruition. You've worked hard to get where you are, whether this be at work or in a relationship. And this month is not going to be anything different for you. You're at the top of your game, okay, which is great. There is a change in the wind, and that's the final of oracle cards that you're pulling. There is a change of direction, and that could be the Tower coming up. Something changes, not drastically, but something that is maybe an annoyance to you, but you need to go with the flow, right? And you need to be flexible with this change. So be flexible and expect that a change is going to happen this month, and just know that it could be okay. It doesn't necessarily have to be something that's negative, okay? It's all how we react. We always have the free will to react a certain way, and it's all about that. The romantic card that I pulled is romantic feelings. So if you're married, this could be you and your partner, keeping your feelings alive and well. And if this is someone new, explore those feelings, right? Maybe there is some chemistry. Maybe there is some romance in your life. Maybe your romantic expectations are growing. Maybe you need to be flexible with whatever happens. This person may think differently than you. Maybe you're building this new relationship, right? Or maybe your relationship is changing between a couple. Whether it be a married couple or a single couple, things could be changing. But either way, it's romantic feelings is really nice. So again, the card I pulled up was the Tower. That was your signifier card. And the card that's crossing it is the Page of Cups. The Page of Cups is a messenger, okay? This is a message of some kind that's going to come through. Pages usually represent messages, and the Cups is an emotional message. So the Tower coming through, it's something that may cause you to kind of stop and rethink things, go in another direction, because it is an emotional stoppage somehow. Something is emotionally getting in your way or changing your direction, right? Something unexpected. Page of Cups is calming everything down. Look how grounded he is. Look at the energies around him. Look at the purple sky in the sky, right? And we have the seahorses up here. It's beautiful. So listen to the messenger. Know that Mercury going into retrograde on the 13th of October and coming out on election day means messages that come through, and they're emotional messages. So you could get emails that maybe surprise you, but when they surprise you, like I said, I don't hear it as something negative. Okay. Let's see, the Nine of Pentacles, beautiful card. I don't know if you can see this up close. Pentacles is abundance. Pentacles usually represent Virgo. It's the sign of Virgo, Pentacles. So, I mean, this could be a Capricorn, a Virgo, or a Taurus. But Capricorn, this is abundance. So look at all the abundance she has around her, right? All the money she has around her. She's not at all worried. She's got it all under control. She has her hand on her hip, like, I'm in control. Don't take anything away from me. So it could be abundance in health, wealth, love, destiny. But it is abundance. The Nine of Pentacles is a card that brings in almost to the 10. You've almost gotten there. You worked very hard, and now this money is coming in, or this abundance is coming in for you. Okay? 10 of Swords. Whenever this card comes up, it's not the death of anybody. It always is a scary looking card. But the 10 is the fact that you've gotten to the end of it. The worst is behind you, right? These swords in this deck don't even touch him, if you can see. They're just kind of in his way. So you may have gone through a really tough month, a tough time. You may have had the loss of someone or something in your life, maybe the loss of a job, but it's behind you now. Okay? They're no longer touching you. You're going to start over with a brand new family, brand new life, brand new happiness with your family is how I should have worded that. So this is behind you. The worst is behind you. And it's in the past, the card. In the immediate future, I have the Page of Pentacles. Again, pages mean messengers. And again, I mean, you've already had the Queen, right? So look at all the abundance you have that's coming in this month. This is all future cards. So this Page of Pentacles in the near future is someone that's younger than you and bringing you a message of money, of growth, of wealth. Maybe you're getting that raise at work. Maybe you're, maybe everything is coming up roses for this relationship, right? There's romantic feelings. Maybe it's changing at home, or maybe somebody new in your life. Maybe someone who's coming in your life has money. Maybe this new relationship you're starting has to do with someone who is financially well off. But either way, this is abundance. So, and it's in the future. And the Two of Swords, decision needs to be made. But you've got your blinders on, okay? You can see the crescent moon here. We're at a full moon right now. Our crescent won't be for another week. And the crescent moon I feel like making a decision by the time the crescent moon comes around. And this decision, I feel like, has to do with work. I feel like it's career oriented. The blues are all about speaking your truth, speaking your mind. So I don't know if there's something that's been on your mind and you haven't talked about it at work, or somebody that's bothering you and you haven't spoken about it. But this is the future, so this is coming up. Take the blinders off. Take the blindfold off. Look at the choices you have. Look at the patterns that you've done in the past, the direction you want to move in the future, and within, by the crescent moon, I think you'll be making that decision. Swords are about truth. Swords are about your honest feelings. What comes out is the truth. So this future card just basically is saying you're going to be heading in the right direction no matter what happens. Okay? The card that represents the environment is the Three of Cups. It's a celebration card. There's happiness around you. So although you've had some heavy cards, you still have the money in the future. You still have the Two of Swords, which is a new direction. But you also have the Three of Cups. And cups are emotion. And look how calm the water is, right? The emotional part of this is so calm behind it. I'm not sure if you can see the whole card. I'll pull it up a little bit closer, but there's a fairy that's dancing in it. There's three fairies that are dancing in it. So the Three of Cups usually represents a celebration of some kind. So you could be getting news. Maybe it's news of an inheritance. Maybe it's news of someone coming into your life that has money. Can't find the right camera angle here. But either way, it's a celebratory. So enjoy that part. How you see yourself is the King of Wands. And the Wands is all about building, right? You've worked very hard to get where you are in your career. And I think that's what this card is showing. You're at the pinnacle now. You're at the king is sitting nicely on his throne. He's very grounded. The mountains are behind him. He's gotten into a patch of land that is very flat and very secure. And he's relaxed. I mean, he's not even sitting up straight anymore. He's sitting sideways. He's relaxed. He knows he's reached the top of where it is he's going. And the wands or the pentacles are all about building things in your life. So maybe you've worked really hard in your job and you're finally seeing the fruits of your labor come true, which is lovely. Remember, you still have that choice to make within a week though, right? The card I have is Judgment, the next card. Again, making a decision, right? Taking the blinders off, taking the blindfold off, knowing the truth. The judgment could be a court case, it could be a legal battle, something you're going through. It could be somebody that's just fighting with you, and you're going to take the road, the highest road, the path of least, not only least resistance, but the right path for you. Is the Judgment card. So it doesn't necessarily mean you're going to be judged as much as I feel like this month you're in control of the judgment. You have free will. Okay, and that's the outcome card. That's the card that is saying, gee, everything's going to go in my favor. Look at all these pentacles that I have. Yes, there are some bumps in the road like the Tower. There are a few things that I want to watch out for. I need to be flexible. I am building this fortune, but the Judgment and the King, I'm there. I'm where I want to be. And do you want to stay? That's the answer. Is there a path that you need to choose? Or can you open your eyes and let go of this new path, right? So it looks like it's going to be a really nice month, Capricorn. I think you have a few ups and downs at the beginning of the month with the Tower, so that you could be experiencing that right now. But again, the Ten of Wands is behind you. So all the worst part or the hurt or the pain or anything you might have felt that kind of took you off balance, you were flexible enough, or you will be flexible enough, right? So that you don't let it bother you. And you will come out on top. The Judgment card tells me, the King of Wands tells me you're settled. The celebratory cards, all the outcome cards, they're all really good cards. They're all cards of leading you to the destiny or the path that you want to take. Your choice. You always have free will. But these are really nice cards to end the reading on. So I would hang in there, get through the bumps in the first couple of days. Manifest during this time of the new moon, of the full moon, right? That's a time to manifest. And just know that everything is going to go your way. And like I always do, I'm going to do a little bit of Reiki. I always like to do some Reiki healing with everybody for any messages here to help you, to help guide you in making a decision, to help you grow your intuition, to help you trust your gut. We'll start by surrounding ourselves in white light energy, and then we'll go right into the Reiki music, okay? And then I'll send you Reiki for 5 minutes. So here's the music. I'll let you